And now, finally, to end this for part three for funny Steam reviews. I hope you all enjoy. Uh, next one. I remember playing it on the Orange Box when that came out for console with Half-Life 2 and Portal. Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Was that on
Anyone?
the orange box? I thought it
Nope,
was.
it
Oh
wasn't.
no. Oh no.
CS:GO.
Oh wait, no, that was Team Fortress 2.
It was
Never mind.
TF2.
Yeah, I wanted to say it was Portal, Half-Life 2, and Team Fortress, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
But isn't Counter-Strike Go also by Valve?
Oh yeah. Well, technically, Counter-Strike's got a weird history.
Uh-huh.
So not to go on for too long, but I originally started playing the betas with Goose, the guy that created it, and
Mhm.
like Eldritch and a bunch of others way back in the day. I mean, like way back. And then it started becoming more and more stable, became like the top played mod. So much when I was playing with Project Mayhem for the online gaming league and stuff, that was the game to play. And then it became kind of static
Mhm.
because the mods for the mod were actually getting more and more traction. But people at Valve and Gearbox and all those guys got it. They paid attention, made it a retail game, and then once it became their property and they bought Goose out, it just kind of went its own direction. So the original Counter Strike's a lot different than Go, than Source, than Global Offensive, and all that, and they kind of lost the sight of what made that a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So it was originally an independent it was like a one guy show, and he would just release updates to the oh my god, to the one servers every so often to play it. But now I think it's all in house by them, and it's just their cash cow, for lack of a better term. I don't even think it's really played as much as it used to be. But yeah, the Global Offensive, Go, all those, they were showing off their source engine because, oh hey, you kids love Counter Strike. Take a look at what it can look like, and but who cares if it played well or not? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I think it'd be. I think would if it could be brought to console, I think like the online community would like. I would love seeing on.
Well, the original Counter Strike was it was on the
Oh,
Xbox.
so that's
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
the
I was gonna say they
Yeah.
did bring in they did
Yep.
bring
Yeah,
a
it
Counter
goes
Strike to
on what
Xbox.
360, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Counter Strike
that's
was on the
that
Xbox, and then Go
that
was on the 360.
that was yeah. That's the one I remember playing because my
Yeah.
brother had. And I take it you've played Counter Strike before, Keyshawn?
Oh yeah, I've pretty much ever since my cousin was playing it, I got into it because him and his friends would go to like a I want to say like a local land. I don't want to say local, but it was one of those like type of like arcade land centers where they had like all the computers set up, and they would just sit and play Counter
Nice.
Strike until the sun went down.
Yeah. What you did.
Nice. I miss those days where you could just get a group of your buddies playing like games like that, the original Call of Duty, Halo.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you. Hey, I do miss the days of Halo. I played that a ton with
Why are
Oh,
you looking at
guys.
my
Right?
stop
Halo's
looking
so
at my
fun.
screen? It's like it's hard. I'm sorry, but like when if like we got a divider or something, I'm gonna see where you're at. I can't help that.
I think
Yeah, no, you should accuse Brandon of cheating all the time because he is a cheater. Whether there's a
Uh,
divider there or not, he's still cheating.
yeah,
So
no, it's funny. Just thinking about that reminds me of like every now and then. Well, I wouldn't say every now and then, but the funniest meme that I see on Facebook is it's a picture of two kids. I think they were playing GoldenEye, and then it's split screen, and the kid on the bottom had like a sheet of cardboard
Oh,
over
I've seen
top
I've
of
that.
seen
him,
I've
that
seen that
one.
and
picture.
That
it's
one is hilarious.
and it's like if you know, you know, and it's
Oh
like, oh, we
Like
do.
that's totally relatable.
oh man, have you played CS:GO, Karen?
Sure. Yeah,
Oh, nice. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty fun.
Nice.
I like those kind of games. I may not be the best at it,
I
but I
mean, they're
like.
great. They're great. They're great to play with friends. That's all I have to say.
Oh
Because
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
the amount of videos I've seen online where friends are playing with each other, just the chaos. It's funny. And here is a review for that. This came out June June 5th. It's like Dota, but with less wizards and more Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
I
like how
wish
it's always
I,
Russians.
I wish I was I wish I was kidding, but that's what it says. I mean I've done a lot of other countries will like the online community for other countries is just insane, especially when it came to StarCraft back in the day.
Oh yeah, still is.
This one I've never heard of this one, but I think you guys said it is called H1Z1. What the hell is that all about? And I'll probably have
I
to look it
don't
up.
know.
I have
I
no
think
clue.
It's
I've
another.
heard it once.
It's like it's a zombie game.
Okay.
I'll-
Does it
I'll-
say how old of a game it is?
Let me look it up real quick because there's two more I want to read after this one, and then we'll call it good. H1Z. Oh,
the
it's a
only thing I know about-
H1Z1 is a battle royale type game.
Nope, out.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, no.
See, I
It's
didn't
six-
even know it was that.
It's available on. Oh, I've seen it on Xbox, PlayStation 4, Microsoft Windows. A 6 out of 10 on Steam.
Kind of
Okay.
looks like PUBG a little bit.
Yeah, I
Or like,
think
yeah.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I've never played it either. But it looks a lot like PUBG.
It
Just a
yeah.
zombified version.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, I can't see that now. It's was spun off into two separate projects. In early 2016, H1Z1 Just Survive and H1Z1 King of the Hill. That is a
Nope.
royale is a battle royale game developed and published by Daybreak Game Company.
Daybreak sounds familiar.
Engine is Forge-Light. That makes sense. It's one of those. Anyway, this is the review. A game where you fight crashes instead of zombies. So I'm guessing for crashing a lot. Not recommended. This was an early access review as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. And anyway, yeah, if none of us have ever heard of it, but if
No.
you've
Oh,
ever
I've heard
played,
of it.
oh, you have? Oh, okay.
And it's funny because the only reason I've heard of it was because we all know who Ninja is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I've heard
Well
of him. Yeah.
Well,
Fortnite.
pretty well known YouTuber who plays Fortnite.
Yes.
But he started way
So
back in the day playing other stuff too.
yeah, and it's funny because I think his most infamous clip takes place in H1Z1, where he basically kills a person and then he gets shit talked by a little kid, and then you can just kind of
Like you do.
like you just gotta watch the clip because it's pretty funny.
If you can find it, please send me a video.
Oh yeah, I'll do that right now actually.
I
Alright.
don't even remember seeing it advertised anywhere. But then again, yeah, I don't play those types of games, so I was probably like, nope, not me.
I'll have to look it up on the
Yeah.
console.
Well, and if you don't stand out with something that's like cookie cutter like that, then yeah, you're
Yeah.
not, you're going to be under the radar.
All right. So this is my all-time favorite game, and I've actually beat the main game. I've never played the DLCs, which I was, maybe one day, but my rule is if I play an open world game, depending on what it is, I'll play it more than once. Red Dead 2 is the only exception. I'll play Red Dead 2 multiple times until, I'm in my 60s and I need the nurse to come change my diaper. But Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt, who has played this game?
I haven't. I own it, just never touched it.
It's a really good game. I highly recommend. There's a YouTube video where someone modded it. Someone took the first level of the first Witcher game and modded it with the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt graphics. It looks really well
Oh,
done.
nice.
I thought it was like, they're remastering the first Witcher game for PC. Oh wait, why is it showing the loading screen from the first Oh, it's a mod. That's disappointing.
So that, if that generates interest, you might get it that way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, people actually like that, so maybe we should do that.
So
Yeah,
none of
I didn't touch it because I was getting pissed off at the first one being so buggy and didn't really work all that well
When did you play the first one?
on the computer.
Okay,
because the first
I
one-
played
like,
a little
no.
bit of 2.
Oh, Assassin. I've never played. My mom got me the special edition of Assassin of Kings, where it came with a mini guidebook telling you what will be going on through the game with a map
Oh, nice.
for the 360. I only got halfway through. I watched the rest of the gameplay on YouTube, but I've only ever played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Really good game, but it's one of those games where I only ever, just like Jade Empire or Dragon Age Inquisition, I will only play once because the world is so vast. There's so much to do. and I'm that kind of person. I'll just do the same thing I did in the next playthrough because it's just I can't do
Yeah.
different things. It's
No,
so
I get
time
you.
consuming. It's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like me when I play Mass Effect. It's like, who are you gonna romance? Oh, I don't know. I can
All
pick.
the people, right?
I'm gonna
One of
root.
my 2 options,
yeah.
It's
I'm
like
gonna-
I get.
Might be limited.
It's like I get my 2, maybe 3 options in the first game. I get at least 4 in the second, and then in the third, I can either choose to maintain said relationship, pick up an old relationship, or start
I
a
mean,
whole new one entirely.
That's what I did, and when I first played Mass Effect 2, it was before it was because I didn't have the DLC. I romanced Tully in the second one, but when I got the DLC, and then when I replayed the Legendary Edition, it's like, okay, I got to romance Liara. I could play the DLC Shadow Broker quest. I romanced her in the first one. I romanced her in the second. I got to romance her in the third one. Tully's is
that's
that 3D
cool.
printed?
Yeah, my buddy actually made this for me for my birthday.
Do you want to?
Oh,
Did
nice.
you guys see what?
I could.
Oh yeah, if you want to, yeah, it's 3D printed Tully Syrah Lost Normandy.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I think I saw that STL somewhere. There's a bunch of them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And she's
But yeah,
everyone's
the Ara
favorite.
Tali for me as well because Ashley sucks. Don't like her.
The space racist.
Obvious.
Exactly. Space racist. Miranda is a
Spacist.
whatever. You know, yeah, no, I Tali and
And
Liara were awesome.
and Jacob has daddy issues.
Yes, he does. My daddy didn't love me.
Oh.
Daddy
yeah,
didn't
it's
love
like
me.
Daddy wasn't there.
Oh,
Right,
God.
that Malcolm in the Middle
Yeah.
song.
So here is the review for Witcher 3, and I will say I'm kind of with this person. His beard grows in real time.
Oh, really?
Beard, yeah, no. So you can change your hairstyle, and you can shave his beard when you go to like a barber in the game. But throughout the
Okay.
game, just like in Red Dead 2, the beard and hair do grow back.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's kind of
That's
cool.
It's just one of those things like you have to it just happens at random, which I think is like the coolest mechanic.
The earliest mechanic I know that did that would be probably Fable. Wasn't perfect, but that
Oh,
technically
yeah.
happened. Because
Oh,
your
yeah.
whatever you
Fable-
styled would get out
Oh,
of
yeah,
shape.
like-
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Fable had a. Sorry. Yeah, Fable had a similar mechanic in like the original Fable and Lost Chapters, where like after certain like key moments in the story, it's like okay, you start with the child haircut, and
Mhm.
then when you become an adult and you start on your venturing on your own, it's still the same, and then you can change it.
Mhm.
And then I think the first time it actually goes back is I'm trying to remember because I know when you get to the prison they shave you bald.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it starts
And then
to grow
you-
back out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it goes back into the same like kitty haircut. When you
Mhm.
grow like the little beard, and then in Lost Chapters when you go to the Northern Wastes, you'll still like you can have any haircut you want. It'll change back to the child haircut, but you'll have like the long like wizard beard, which honestly was kind of
Beard.
cool.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I remember that. And
Yeah, a
if
little
you
bit clunkier, but I didn't realize that Witcher 3 that it grew in real time though. That's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
yeah, no, it does. For someone who's played the game and beat it, it does.
Now,
And but
Who made The Witcher?
Project Red.
Okay.
CD Projekt Red, same people behind Cyberpunk 20.
I didn't know if Rockstar was involved or not. That's why I had to think about that. For a second.
Rockstar fantasy game.
Yeah. No. Not in your
CD
life.
Projekt, despite CD Projekt Red getting flack back in the day for Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red does a really good job with their games. I will give them that. And here's the rest of the review. Oh, and there's a vast, beautiful open world to explore, stuff with interesting side quests and amazing graphics. But who cares about that? I mean, beard grows
Yeah,
real
beard.
time.
The beard grows. The hell? Who cares if the game's good or not? His fucking beard grows.
But yeah,
Right.
but you can change the length of it, depending how outgrown it is, and you can change his hairstyle from like with the style he has to like shaved side with the ponytail. Like
Nice.
for me, like depending on the region I was in, I would change the beard and the hair.
But can you dye it?
No, you can't. It's not Fable 2.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the devil horns. I like the horns.
Oh yeah, when you get more eviler, I would love to.
I like to be evil just so I have the horns.
Would you guys want to hear one more, or do you want to end it at the Witcher the Wild
We can
Hunt?
do one more. Why not?
Yeah, we can do one more.
Okay, well, I
Right
also got.
there.
All right. Who here has played Far Cry 4?
Far Cry 4, I have
Oh.
not.
That takes place in like the place that's like the Himalayas.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I played Far Cry
I think I've played
1
that.
and 2, and then 5.
Oh, Far Cry 2, your character has malaria.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, does
God.
he?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
given a
that's a bitch.
shot. He's given a shot by the main villain, and you instantly have malaria.
Wow.
And you could play different people too,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
have to, and you like,
okay.
and like throughout the game, you have to take pills to help, with your malaria. I remember playing Far Cry 2 briefly for the 360, and like, this game's not fun.
I really
That-
like the fire, but the how the fire just spreads so far.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and then you have to put yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the first one, for me, then it just seemed like there was 2, then there was 3, then there's Blood Dragon, then there's this, and there's that. There was Primal, and Primal lives again. And
Three
Oh, yeah,
was
there's like
three.
six,
Three
eight,
was
eight,
three was
I don't know.
three was really good though.
Was it?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
it just
yeah, I
seemed that
like
series went in
three.
so many different directions. I just didn't have
Oh, yeah,
time
then we
for-
got-
although
then we
I've
got-
heard that from day one, their map editors have been some of the best out there. So
Oh yeah. I mean, Ubisoft makes good games. Just
can
sometimes just don't release an Assassin's Creed game every fucking year.
but I have been enjoying 5 with Karen recently.
Oh, yeah, it
That's
is
been a
very
lot of
fun.
fun. But no, like I said, after the first one, and I think played 2 for a little bit with a friend of mine, and I never touched them afterwards. So I respect them for what they are, but they just weren't. That wasn't my jam.
I remember seeing the trailer and the hype for Far Cry 4 when it came out for the Xbox One, and it looked so good.
It was the scenery is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I remember when they were showing stuff. Even think there was like multiplayer for it too, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Far Cry 4 has multiplayer. Here's a review. Saw an eagle fly away with a pig. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Well,
I've seen
yeah.
it.
That's
That
a big
is
bird.
that is an actual
it's-
thing that happens when you're just out through the game. You see an eagle just go down and
Swoop up.
swoop and catch a pig.
Well, Karen and I were hiking up a mountain trail to get to an objective and came across a Wolverine hassling a cougar. They were
Oh,
up there
yeah.
going toe to toe and fighting.
Oh,
so
jeez.
sure,
See,
why not?
that's the one thing I like about Ubisoft with their games is just the background stuff.
They're so detailed in their games. There's a lot happening that you don't really realize unless you start wandering around.
Same question for you, Keyshawn. Have you ever played any of the Far Cry games or any Ubisoft games?
Far Cry, no, but I have played my share of Ubisoft games, not counting the South Park games, because I want to talk about actual games I've played, like Tom Clancy's
No.
Division.
I can look up when I look up more review stuff. I'm sure I can find Tom Clancy's Division.
But yeah, Division games. I did play Assassin's Creed 2,
Good game.
I love
Brotherhood,
Assassin's Creed.
a little
It's-
bit of Revelations, and I did try the first one, but I just
Oh
didn't stick with
no,
it.
no! The first one I will say, for anyone who's played Assassin's Creed, the first one's definitely. Again, it was supposed to be a Prince of Persia spin-off, but Ubisoft let's just make this our own thing now.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first one actually
Yeah,
had a
spin-off.
load error and something corrupted in one of the bin files would brick 360s. It actually bricked one of mine.
And it was one of also the early Xbox 360 titles too.
Yeah. Oh, it was killing decks left and right, and that pissed me off to no end. Yeah, corrupted memory, corrupted hard drive,
Mhm.
the reader. Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, because we actually had a friend come over, and they're like, "Oh, hey man, you gotta check out this game." It's like, okay, it looks cool and everything. Got what, maybe 10 minutes in before
Yeah, started getting errors left and right.
started
Mm.
acting funny, and then just stopped. Like, okay, what happened? Did the power go out or something?
No.
I
looked
tried
it up,
everything, and
that's
like,
what it
oh
was.
yeah, it's dead.
I imagine that was the same reaction when people thought their Xbox 360 was broken during the Batman's nightmare scene when the screen started glitching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Well,
not again. Yeah,
what year did Far Cry 4 come out? They've been
Um,
pushing them out like a couple
I
every
want
year.
to. I want to
like.
say. Oh god, I want
Uh,
to say Far Cry came out 2013.
Far Cry 4
Oh,
was
Far Cry 4 or
2014.
2014. A year, yeah. So a year after the Xbox 360 came out. I mean,
yeah,
the
that was
Xbox.
the first one.
Yeah, oh no. So Far Cry 4 came out a year after the Xbox One and PS4. PS4 came out.
Jeez. So yeah, they're pushing out a game damn near every year.
Because Far Cry 3 came out in 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah, Far
stopped
Cry.
for a while.
Oh no, Far Cry 3 came out in 2012, so 2 years later.
Well, then what about Far Cry 5?
Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 came out in where is the year? 2018. So it came out 4 years after 4. Because
Okay.
I think Primal came out after this one, and then they did the direct sequel to Far Cry 5, the one where it takes place after the fall.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I was gonna.
What,
I was
New Dawn
asking
or
because
whatever?
yeah,
New
'cause
Dawn.
it just seemed like there was it just seemed to me like there was a constantly a game. That's why I was saying I only played the first one and then part of the second one, but then there was all those side shoot games. So gosh, that's impressive. They only have that many
Uh,
mainline titles,
the
but have so many.
Blood Dragon one, and then oh
Yeah,
yeah, and then there was after Far Cry 6, where you could play as the villains.
yeah. See, that's
Okay.
crazy. And to be that old, even with 5, to still look that good, wow, that's
Mhm.
impressive.
Oh yeah, 5 is
Um,
fantastic.
kind of Keyshawn brought it up. I guess we can all now pick one random game that we have a weird review. Keyshawn, you want to go first?
I have to poke around to see what I can find. If you want to come back to me.
All right. Brandon and Brian, what's a random review from one of the games you've played? Not counting our list. I figured I might as well just add that in, just for the lulz, just to add a little time in.
Trying to think if I've ever seen a review that I didn't. Well, I mean, other than some of the scathing stuff for Colonial Marines, which made it that much more funny.
Yeah, that would be mine because I'd be more familiar in that. Just like the whole teether thing.
Yeah. So a lot of the reviews had intentional typos in there because of the typo that screwed the whole game over.
Mm.
So if you
Yeah.
look those up, they would, whether or not you guys could fix your problems and stuff like that, and things like it was just nonstop because that's what screwed up what should have been a quadruple A title and brought it down into the basement in the cellar, the oubliette. It was just a terrible game because of it, of us misspelling. So I think some of the ones we were reading that just really capitalized on what the issue was. It was like, do you see why that's such a big deal? Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that would
funny.
be
So,
mine. Thank
yeah.
you, because it's been a while since I had looked at those. Not that I really want to look at anything to do with that, but yeah.
Yeah, some of those we're reading was like, oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, leave him alone. He's dead already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colonial Marines came out in 2013, so it's an early Xbox 360 title.
It should have been like a 2009, 2010 game, but
Developed by Gearbox Software and published by Sega for PS3, Windows, and Xbox 360. It is a 6 out of 10 on Steam, over 7,000 reviews, 3 stars, and only $30.
that's now. And they've actually got some of it kind of fixed, but the original release is
Yeah, if
god
you were to
awful.
play it, you'd have to play it on the computer and get one of the mods that fixes that
Yeah.
and then upgrades. I technically bought it for dirt cheap off of Steam, and I tried some of those mods on the computer. It does make it better. Like I couldn't get past a certain point because the computer couldn't handle the welding a door. But it fixed the aliens. They were much more aggressive. It was actually better.
It wouldn't just
But
like stay in place and stuff. But yeah, the reviews.
Graphically overhauled, but you can't fix the story. That's still garbage.
Yeah.
But,
Sad, but true.
but it's about as fixed as you could possibly do it without remaking it yourself. So
But those reviews were hilarious. You should read some of those at some point if you ever play it. But
I definitely will.
those were,
Yeah.
those were
It
kinda
actually
funny.
gives me an idea where you guys can like go on Steam and just pick a random one and just send me a screenshot of it.
sure.
or read one yourself. Keyshawn, have you found one yet? Or one that you would like to talk about?
Oh, I found a couple.
What's one of them?
All right, so the game is Baldur's Gate 3, and let's see.
Ooh, Baldur's Gate 3? That's been fairly well received lately.
Good game.
So yeah, here's some that I read.
All right.
5 hours in and just finished choosing my race. Will update in a few days once my character is complete. Update. I have born from my bosom a Mephisito tiefling cleric that specializes in the life domain. On this day, I grant them the name Mihili.
Why is that accurate with character creation, though? Especially as detailed as Baldur's Gate.
Well, and there's been some memes in regards to that stuff too. You spend so much time getting the perfect looking person, and tattoos, eye color, hair, all that, only to cover them completely with a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Within like 10 minutes of playing the game. So yeah,
Oh man, I mean,
that's a great one though. That's very
I
accurate.
spent like an hour on my character,
Yeah.
and the part that got me though was after I did that, and then you get your guardian selection. It's like, okay, I have to make it. I'm making another person. Oh, okay.
oh, lovely.
It's like I just spent an hour making my own character. Now I got to spend another hour making somebody else.
I have no
I've-
idea how often they show up, or pertinent. It's like, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and do
Yeah, 'cause
this.
it makes it seem like it's a constant sidekick,
I've
but it's
come-
only the key moments.
I've
Yeah.
come to realize when it comes to creating female characters, I take longer than creating a male character. It's like, okay, you got this, you look like me. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, and there's another one.
All right.
My work is really cutting into my Baldur's Gate 3 time. Should I quit?
All right, one more, and I got to go to Karen.
All right, this one was pretty hilarious. I don't care about the bear thing. I'm here to fuck the dragons. Update: demons will do.
All right, this episode may be a little longer, but I don't care because that's hilarious. Karen, what's the review on games you've played? Like that's basically tied into this episode.
Well, I mean, there's one, but it doesn't tie into the episode. It's not a
No.
game we've mentioned.
No,
But
that's perfectly okay.
Oh, where'd it go? Ew, it's for Left 4 Dead. And it says the story follows 4 pill addicts hallucinating the zombie apocalypse as they stumble around shooting people. You know what? That's actually quite accurate.
Oh god.
Oh man, I never thought about that.
Yeah,
what
what
if
if
did
none of
that?
it was
Yeah,
actually
you always
happening? They were
fucking
just
kill
all on a
them.
mass murder spree or something because they were taking hallucinogenics.
Oh,
they
yeah,
had,
all
like
the-
a
all the-
whole pill bottle like this.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
painkillers.
all the drugs you would take, especially when you got to like the safe food. Oh god. All right,
That is actually
everyone,
pretty
make
funny.
sure to take all your medication before we go out this door and just start randomly shooting
Right.
at these
Well, and
zombies.
who knows what there is in those med packs? Yeah, see,
Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. And then you got the what was that? The ooze that you would throw at people.
yeah, who knows
Oh,
what that
yeah.
is?
Oh man, that sounds accurate. Don't worry, this is not a sponsored episode of Dr. Pepper, Lay's, and medicine. I don't get paid enough for sponsorship yet. I guess I'll go. I would have to say, Halo Wars.
Okay.
I liked it, but like, and but that's also coming from someone who's not really big on RTS games. I got fairly far, but then it's just like I kept on screwing up. Like I was doing so well until the one mission, and then like, okay, let's try again. Let's try again.
Oh, that's every RTS, dude.
Yeah,
15,
yeah,
fif-
that-
15, 15 tries later. But then again, with any RTS game, I'm doing so well, but then like 5 missions later, it's like, okay, uninstall. I can't do this anymore. I'm like getting angry, and I feel like I want to throw my controller at my TV.
I felt that way with the original Command and Conquer or Red Alert. I mean, because yeah, you get so far. It's like, okay, you think you're doing well. Well, you need to strategize perfectly
Or
to
you're not
get
making
victory.
it,
Yeah, you need to pay attention to how you're doing up to this point.
Unit cap. What the hell is a unit cap?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to like strategy based games or even Baldur's Gate. Like you gotta have like a perfect like game plan of how you're gonna break down like each conflict, each fight, each like encounter, and then it's just like
Exactly.
it's like
Actually,
if things go sideways and I screw up, just hit F5, reload the quick
Done.
save, and just
I
Just
You
Bring
always,
it back.
you can always do the Brannigan method, throw wave after wave of men at them.
I just actually recently
It's a
installed
manly
Baldur's.
chest hairs.
I just recently uninstalled Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I have nothing against Baldur's Gate 3. I love the story. I love everything about it, but like it got very just frustrating eventually. And I
Turn the
have
difficulty down.
that's
yeah.
what I did, but just like again, I love the story. I love the characters, love everything about it, but like it just got very in my mind is like, okay, I have nothing against this game. I know it's D&D. I'm not good at D&D to begin with. And I got as far as I could, but after a while, it's just like I just can't. It's just
I
draining.
tell you, it's a completely different experience playing with another person because we couch co-op it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because there's up to 4 players, and you don't have
Yeah,
to use.
yeah,
you don't have to,
and-
and you don't have to use the. Yeah, when I saw that, it's like, oh, so there's like a separate mode, like what they did with Dragon Age Inquisition with their
Yeah,
online
so
mode.
it makes it a lot different because I can ask him, say, hey, if you want to be totally nerdy and really RP it, you can play it the way you intended. But there's times like it's an hour-long discussion about, well, should we talk to that old hag in the swamp? Should we go fuck with these guys? Should we go touch the jewel in the eye of the lizard statues? Shit like that. It's like, what do you want to do? What would your character do? I mean, I ended up losing an eye.
when
and
you wanted
then-
to
Oh,
get
is
that.
it really like that extensive?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then Brandon
I know
went back
exactly-
and forth to that minstrel guy and got his eye poked out.
I
Yeah,
punched him in the
you're given a wooden eye. I actually remember doing that.
Yeah, but I didn't. That hag took
sounds
my eye
fun.
out, and I had this green one that all I could see was like cursed objects or some shit. It was like pointless.
Oh
Yeah,
no! And the worst thing is when you put those masks on with the witch.
Oh yeah, I let him. I did that too, and it's like, well,
Oh,
this thing-
I done goofed. It's like crap. Okay,
Oh, I
load.
had to know.
Oh no, it's literally a D&D. Anyway, that's too much time we're taking up. It's time for everyone to drop those links. This episode will be slightly longer-ish, like 10 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. I don't care.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Free
Oh
fire.
no!
Oh, no.
I don't get paid
Oh,
anywhere for this.
yeah.
I don't get paid for any others. Brandon, Brian, links drop below. Where can people
Oh,
find you? and
at
everything?
Luna Stardust on Instagram, Nightingale Studios on face, friend face,
MySpace.
Yeah.
my face,
Our space.
our
Our
space.
space.
Yeah. Mine's Erodrin cosplay and art Facebook.
Keyshawn, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Instagram, mocha.est.1993. YouTube, mocha93.
And Karen, where can people find you?
Instagram, which is at red_rogue_assassin, but rogue it's spelled
Like Rouge, like Rouge the Bat.
yeah.
Ruji, Raji.
I didn't mean to
Yeah.
spell it like that,
Raggy,
but like it's the
however,
right
whatever,
word.
however
Raggy.
Keyshawn
Raggy,
said it.
yeah.
Raggy.
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 Yeah.
Right.
And you all know where you can find me everywhere, anywhere, just not here. Yes. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. We'll probably be doing more of these, and also stay tuned when we read reviews from Rotten Tomatoes soon, which
Ooh, Rotten Tomato. Ooh,
that's gonna be that's gonna be an interesting one. I want to see what people say about high grossed movies. Anyway, as always, I'm Wayne the Unknown. Until next time, thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for watching.